Hello, it's me, Rhiannon. Sorry I haven't been making any YouTube videos. Life just got in the way in November. And speaking of November, this was meant to be a November wrap-up slash December TBR, but unfortunately I didn't read one single book in November. I had a bit of a reading slump. I have no idea why. I think it was just the pressure. So I'm continuing my November TBR to December. So I will be continuing with reading Warhorse. I've nearly finished it. I've been reading it through most of November, but like I said, life just got in the way and I didn't really get around to reading any books. So I'm reading Warhorse at the moment. It's pretty good, and this is going to be on my list of my top 100 war stories, because World War One, I think, is going to be 100 years old next year. So I'm in a kind of reading war fiction throughout all this year, throughout 2013 and 2014 basically. So yes, Warhorse. Next book I'll be reading, hopefully I'll get to it because I really wanted to read it in November, but like I said, I kind of got into a reading slump. I'm going to be reading The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. See November TBR video, I'll link it down below. Next I picked out for my TBR was I'm going to be reading the Alex Rider series. I love the Alex Rider series. This might continue into January as well, so if I don't, I'm hoping to read hopefully get through numbers 1 to 6 in December, and then I'll read the other, I think there's 3 after that, the last 3 in January. So that's the Stormbreaker series, and then I'm going to be reading The Colour of Milk, which is my grandparents' book. Again, see November TBR video, I'll link it down below. I then decided I went to the library. I went to 2 libraries. I love Dorset. I went to Windborne Library first, picked up some amazing books. So, amazing book number 1, I've got The Good Man Jesus and the Scoundrel Christ by Philip Pullman. I like Philip Pullman. If you don't know who Philip Pullman is, he is the guy who wrote the Northern Lights books and the Ruby and the Smoke books as well. And I'm looking forward to reading this. I saw it in the library and I said, it's a bit, it feels a bit, Christmas, Jesus, let's read it. Next, I got Wicked Appetite by Janet Ivanovich. The library have loads of these in stock, and I read the plot. The plot sounds amazing. I think she's been raved on YouTube on BookTube quite a bit as well. So yes, Wicked Appetite by Janet Ivanovich. I try and read the plots before I get the books, but next book I don't want to read the plot because it's Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I have I have Eleanor and Park, but I haven't. It's in my TBR jar thing, so when I put it out, I'll read it. But I thought I'll get started. It was in the library. Why not? So Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I love her name. Out of all the authors, her name is just, who has a name like Rainbow? Very unique author name. I can't wait. Again, she's been raved about on BookTube, so I can't wait. And it's hardback, and I just love the cover. I wanted to read The Knife of Never Letting Go. I went out of the library, but it's a massive chunky book, and it really needs, to be checked out with just no other book, so I'll have time to read it. So in January I'll go in and get The Knife of Never Letting Go. But I did get A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I'm in love with this book. I haven't even read it yet. I'm in love with this book. Look how gorgeous this book is. It's got illustrations. This is illustrated, look. I love that. It reminds me a bit like Neil Gaiman-esque, Look at that. That is awesome. I love this. I can't wait to read this book with a nice cup of tea. I know my December TBR is not exactly Christmassy, but most of the Christmas books are just really chick lit, and I have nothing against chick lit. It's just some of them I can't really read because it's all about falling in love at Christmas time. But so that's the Windborne Library haul. And then I went to Poole Library with a friend, and I got The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. Again, I've heard so much good things about this. And look, I love the cover. The cover's really nice and gold, and the plot sounds brilliant. I can't wait to read this book as well. Then, on recommendation of my friend, I've got Blood Red Snow White by Marcus Sedgwick, and it's a novel about the Russian Revolution. I've seen his books about, but yeah, I can't wait to read this. Again, the cover is lovely, and I can't wait to read it. Next book I got from Pool Library was More Than This by Patrick Ness. Yes, Pool Library have More Than This. I like that design. Again, this has been raved on YouTube, and again, I cannot wait to read it. So yes, more. I haven't read the plot, so I don't want to spoil myself. It is heavy, it is chunky, it's hardback. I'm looking forward to reading this, and I quite like that little door in yellow. Next book people have been raving about on BookTube is I'm going to read The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I can't wait to read this. I heard so many good things. I haven't read the plot yet. I don't want to ruin it for myself. But yeah, and also they have the second one. So once I finish this, I'll be going to grab the second one from Pool Library. So that's my library book haul. That is all for my November, well, not my November wrap up, December TBR. So I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.